Ave Legionari! I am a clever marketing ploy, and welcome back to our Factorio series. These are all videos going out straight in a row, so no interruptions, no broken trains of thought, just us and the wonderful soothing sight of belts all moving in the same direction. Is it that soothing? I don't know. Maybe it's just pleasing? It's interesting to see them all going at the same speed in the same direction like this. It's just kind of mesmerizing, really. But anyway, let's just put some fuel in these because I don't have fuel set up yet. I also don't have any iron. I should take this. There. Okay. Still have a burner miner on this coal, so I should replace that. Because we're going full electricity, even though I only have one steam generator. It's not that overtaxed yet, so. I tend to go very, very strong in terms of electric very early, because I just absolutely hate relying on fuel like that. Like, for anything like, renewable, I will jump on immediately. So you'll actually see me jump off of steam at some point, and I'll go towards solar and accumulators, which are just giant batteries. So, I'll eventually be jumping ship to that stuff sooner than later. Not quite yet, we're not really there yet. But since I don't have production set up, I need to go ahead and make one more science pack. I only made 9 before, because I'm silly. And once I put 10 in here, we will be able to have it research automation. It's just gonna go. You're gonna see a little green bar at the top tick. Okay. See, I really like the copper and iron right next to each other thing. This could be the start of a main bus. I might just leave this as the main bus, considering that these resources are all right here. And my previous idea of just building a rudimentary thing and scrapping it could go by the wayside. Because I could just expand this. I could just tear it apart piece by piece and then just expand it into a much larger hub area, and it would be a lot less overhead in terms of effort. So, you know, that's a thought. But I don't know. As I said, these are usually like right off the cusp. These are just thought of once at a time. I just kind of look around and go, this might be a good plan, and then I do it. Which is why I'm gonna keep leading you away. If you seem to think that I'm gonna do any kind of actual like strategic gameplay, like thinking ahead or playing well, then please save yourself the pain. Save me the pain of reading through the anger that you'll undoubtedly have to give me in the comments, because I'm not gonna play well at all. I play so many things, and I play them all I play them all with the most moderate of abilities. Puzzle games, strategy games, whatever. I'm playing it, but I'm just gonna be Okay, automation is done, so let's go ahead and start kicking up logistics for that stuff that I was wanting to do earlier. See, all the research is split up into these little categories. So, what I got out of that was a long-handed inserter and an assembling machine, and I have a really, really big interest in using the long-handed inserters, just because I like having dual belt layouts. Like, if I really wanted to, I would double up these furnaces on both sides, so that you would have coal, no, not coal, you'd have copper and iron on both sides of this belt, because you'd have a long-handed inserter putting it on the other side as well as the front side. So, I mean, you know, maximizing throughput is basically what I learned from the min-max channels, which is why I watch them. Like, I watch them to learn how to utterly, how to make my utterly mediocre gameplay okay. That's what I watch it for. Also, I enjoy their commentary. Like, I hope you that you're enjoying my commentary. I don't know why I opened that inventory like 3 times. Who knows? I don't think think that's going to do what I want it to do. Will it do it? I think that's going to put it on the far side. No, that'll do what I want it to do. Okay. Until I get the proper stuff. Dang it! I thought it would do what I wanted it to do. Until I get the proper material laid out, I need to use these little like hammy shortcuts in my belts, like having this belt snake along like that instead of actually, you know, just going up like a normal belt. Is that gonna do what I want it to do is the actual question. No, I'm just being a gibbon, as Nerd Cubed would say. Okay. The inserter is not gonna put it on that side of the belt. I just realized that because I am a utter doofus. Inserters will only put it on the opposite side of the belt that you're facing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is the kind of gameplay you're gonna get. Don't come here for good gameplay. Turn back, please. Okay, so, thought time. I don't actually use a long-handed inserter here. I told you I had an interest in using them. I leave the belt like this as a reminder to my shame, and I put a regular inserter here, and line it up like that. That's how I do what I wanted to do. Okay. So many things I leave as monuments to shame. That's what low self-confidence does to you, no? Okay. Let's have a look at what we need for the next research. 20 red science. I need a bunch more iron. Many's of the irons. All the copper, all the things. I can make 20, it'll take forever, but I'm doing it. Okay, well that's going. I can start actually thinking about the factory layout. A little bit, anyway. Because as I said earlier, I don't really have much of a train of thought behind it. It's just kind of there. You know, I could swap this out, and I could just kind of make it the other way around, like this. Like I could have the coal going onto the belt piecemeal, and I could have the ore straight flowing. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it like it is, I guess, until I need to change it. But it's just slightly decreasing throughput, because you gotta... Actually, is it? Is it at all? Because I don't know the direct speed correlation of the inserter versus the speed of the belt, so I don't know if it's actually losing time being held by the inserter between the belts. It very well might. It might be going faster. I don't know. I mean, to actually check, I would need like a nest of inserters like chained down, following the same path, to see if it would get there before these would. And that is ludicrous, and I don't have the resources for it, but it would be fun to look. It would be fun to see if it actually works. And the way that this belt design works in the early game here is that you get a ton of build-up in the furnaces just because nothing is moving on the line. So you get a lot of stuff like that where you'll just click on a furnace and you'll see, oh god, I have like 100 iron sitting in here and there's like 10 on the belt. What am I doing? That's because it's all sitting and you can't put it out on the actual line. I don't know why I did that strange pause on the line. I'm gonna have constant strange things happening in these videos, aren't I? Well, I hope you're enjoying it. So I'm having fun. It's See, I said in the other video you shouldn't be playing games unless you're having fun. Still stand by that. Not taking it back. But a lot of times I go through this sort of stuff and it's just like my fun comes from the achievement of the goal as opposed to the actual gameplay, which is weird because unless the gameplay is fun, I'm not going to have fun. But I don't do like things like achievement runs. I just have like a concept in mind for what I want to do with the game. On most games, that is. Like Fallout, it's like, okay, I just feel like firing a revolver and being evil. Or um, EU4, I'm just gonna sit down and be like, okay, I really want to do another Roman Empire Resurrection run or something, which is definitely in the works. I'm definitely gonna be doing something like that when I actually have the time to sit down and do hours of EU4 gameplay. So don't you worry, EU4 will be on this channel eventually. But you know, it comes in waves. Like my friends and I have these waves of obsession. Ah, you see the power is slowing down because there's absolutely nothing going on with the boiler. Because it ran out of fuel. But anyway, my friends and I have these little obsessions with games. They come and go, and it's like, how to describe it? You just really want to play one game to death until you get bored of it, and then you leave. And then you don't touch it again for who knows how long. And like that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, I guess you could say. Why doesn't that connect there? Weird. I forgot what I was saying. Wow, genius. No, we have these little strange things. Like we'll just want to play a game to death and back, and then we won't want to hear about it at all the next day. I got a friend who's really into Guild Wars right now. When I first got the new Borderlands, the pre-sequel, I knew he loved Borderlands in a previous binge cycle of gaming, so I went over and tried to talk to him, get him to play with me, because a lot of the dialogue was aimed towards multiple players, so it felt really awkward single-playering it. But didn't work, because Guild Wars binge. He's been on that for like 2 months. My binge cycles are a lot slower. No, they're a lot faster, rather, than a lot of other people's. In my group, anyway. Like, how to describe it? Like, I have a couple regulars, which is Europa Universalis, that is. Crusader Kings, you know, Paradox games are generally my mainstay. I'll always be, like, occasionally playing them. But when it comes to game binges or game cravings, or whatever you want to call it, I have much more rapid cycles than a lot of other people, and I don't go back to things anywhere near as fast as a lot of other people. So I'm cycling through constantly, rapid fire, da 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 da. Like I got 4 episodes of New Vegas recorded, and I wanted to play. I wanted to record a bunch more, but I can't bring myself to just this moment because I've gone out of the cycle of binging. It's not that I'm not going to continue that series, because I started a series, so I feel the compunction to finish the series, at least. Or at least get to a point and then call it a hiatus, and then come back to it. But, like, right this minute, I cannot bring myself to continue, just because it's not in my interest, it's not in my cycle. I've lost the interest. Because I had played, like at least 12 hours of it before I started recording. Because I didn't start the channel until, like, you know, couple days ago, where I was like, okay, my hands slammed down on the table, and I'm just like, let's start this thing, let's do the whole YouTube thing. And so I did the YouTube thing, and you are hearing the YouTube thing, so welcome. Welcome again. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now, aren't I? But if you didn't like that, you wouldn't be watching episode 3, is it now? Yeah, 3. If you didn't like this stuff, you wouldn't be watching episode 3, because the first 2 episodes have been me podcasting away, and there is probably not going to be much of a change. I'm just going to be talking. What else? You know, what do I, why do I actually want to record these videos? Or like if you out there are actually thinking about starting a channel and you're all intimidated like I was for so long, Like you might be asking yourself, why do I even want to record these videos? And for some people, it's like, hey, I play games anyway, might as well get paid out of it. Or, that's if you're a YouTube partner and you get the ads running and you make sure not to be a doof like I was and play the music in the first episode of your first series. Like, I'm not gonna get any revenue out of that. Like, I won't get anything out of the first episode of Fallout. It is not monetized because they recognize the music as belonging to some random company that I forget the name of. But anyway, why would you want to start a channel? And I guess if you want, sure, it's part like, hey, I just want to play games and make money off it. But realistically, if your answer does not, like, if you can't answer it, then don't start a channel. I'm sorry if it sounds like mean, but if you can't answer why you would want to start a gaming channel, you just want to start one, like you just feel it, like, hey, I really feel like starting one, but there's no like actual like critical reason to start a channel, then maybe not start a channel because it's going to be kind of unfocused and airy and strange. But the reason I started this channel, I can definitely tell you, like I don't even have to put that much thought into it, is because I just want to share thoughts, I want to share experiences, I want to play games and have people enjoy them with me, if not in concurrency, because you're watching it much later than I'm. Because if you were watching it the same time I was, I would probably scream because you'd be in the same room. So that would be kind of really awkward for me. But, I really just want to have a good time while you're having a good time and everyone's having a good time. I mean, the fact that I'm going to get ad revenue off of some of these videos just incentivizes the deal so that I don't have to hear the constant shrieking of people nearby me that supply my every single possible need, which is to say my parents, screaming about how I need to get a job because, it's the summer. Most people are going to be going and getting jobs. What am I doing? I'm recording videos. And why am I doing it? Because I can go ahead and say to them that yes, I get ad revenue off of this. It's great. Please stop harassing me. So yeah, I wanted to do this regardless of the money, is the thing. I wanted to do this just to, I'm gonna slide down this belt while I'm talking here. I wanted to do it just to share the experience, and the fact that I'm getting money is gravy on the deal. And I'm not even going to be getting that much money out of it, because I'm not going to get anyone watching, because it's a brand new channel. In which case, if you're actually watching, I do really, really, really appreciate you watching, just because it's that sense of I don't want to say accomplishment because there's not really that much of an accomplishment in getting you to click on a link, but because it's psychology. Like make an interesting thumbnail, whatever, make a neat title, someone will click on it. But regardless, it's nice to know that I'm making someone's day out there a little better, is what I'm saying. Like, if I can make one person's day, like, marginally better, and I know this is sounding like a Markiplier ripoff, so excuse me, but if I can make someone's day a little bit brighter, then my mission is accomplished. Because that's what the real goal of this is to let people have fun. And I know a lot of people out there, myself included, need some kind of escapist outlet. Not to plug the Escapist magazine or anything, but you need some kind of escapism to actually, like, give yourself something to look forward to. Like that, like those hollow days of like looking at the YouTube channel of your favorite YouTuber and refreshing because you know his upload schedule and you know that his next video is coming out at like noon or something. And that's where those guys come from that say first on videos. That's where those people come from. It's that they need that level of escapism. They need that little boost of confidence. And that's why, even though I did have that little unintentional tone of like those people, like I'm so much better than they are, but no, I feel for them because I know that it's not like they I don't think they really recognize how much a lot of the internet looks down on people who go first on videos, but they need that little boost. Because there's no reason in the world why any person that doesn't need a confidence boost would be going out on a random video and typing in for the world to see that they were there first. That is a cry for some kind of affection. Regardless of negative or positive reinforcement of the affection, they need it. Which is why you get people who love drama. It's all that, it's that psychological stuff. I know I'm just a computer science major. Don't take me for psychological advice, but that's my take on it. Is that they crave it. They need that, and I don't really care one way or the other. I mean, do whatever you want to do, comment on whatever you want, but um, you keep it positive. Like you don't you don't try and bring people down, which is why I absolutely detest people who troll or people who harass. Like you just keep it light, keep it friendly, and make sure everyone has a good time. That's the rule. That's my rule. I'm making it a rule now. Like Bill Maher's new rules. Like it is now a rule, and I hope you follow it. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this particular episode of Feel Good. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, and I hope to see you all later. Bye bye.